Okay, all sorted. So I'm already waiting for you on the Zoom. So anytime you're ready, all you have to do is join. Okay. So I'm just waiting for you here. So I am on Zoom. So if you can join me on Zoom, it'll be great. So I have, hey Manish, thanks for joining.
Hi.
I have just, let me switch on this video. I have just started to do 10 minutes early promotion rather than cutting into our 10 minutes into 2 o'clock. So I thought, we can spend more time starting the meeting at 2. So I thought we'll do that. So I'm just waiting for a few more people. Then it'll be good to start. So who's here? So see, on this, what happens is, so far on the 10-day Launchpad, we have gone through how to overcome your barriers. So hang on, stop. The reason you're joining a 10-day Launchpad is that if you're here, that means you really want to create an additional source of income or establish and grow the current source of income and making it online. That means you already have one source of income. So you might be a coacher, you might be you might be a mentor, you might be a trainer, you might be doing all these live physically, but if you want, because of this coronavirus pandemic, how everything is closed down and you are locked into online, it's an opportunity for you to start promoting your business, start launching your business online. If this is what you want, then you're in the right place. So what happens in live Q&A sessions is I go through each of the module. I help you understand if there's any questions you have regarding a particular module. I help you get clarity on that. We actually work one-on-one and we refine so that you move on to the next module. That's what we do. So we go one module after the next and we do that until we completely, you have your own course. You have your own group, you have your own followers who you care about, who you want to share your knowledge, who you really want to work and get results for them. That is the end goal here. You want to have a platform which you are proud of. You want to have a course which you know you have built, knowing everything you have inside you, and it's going to be fun. So that's fine. If it's not fun, it's not for you. So that's all of this is included in the 10-day Launchpad. And I can't believe I'm doing it for free. So that's why I want you to join the Zoom call, because it's more fun. And you're already here. If you haven't started the units, go to the units. But if you have time, we go for about 45 minutes to 90 minutes, maybe an hour to 90 minutes every day till you get your course online. That's how simple it is. And all the tools I use in this course, I have made sure it's all free. That's right. I want to make sure that I want to remove as many barriers as possible for you so that you can start. There's no impediment. There is no financial consideration. There's no financial obligation or a financial barrier for you to overcome to launch your own course. Because I want you to do it effortlessly. The only thing which should be stopping you from going from A to B, from having where you are right now, you have skill, you have your potential, from potential to energy. Okay, so you have the potential. It's time to go to profit. So okay, that's what you need to go. Okay, so go from potential to profits. Okay, that's why. So once you have that, that's my goal. That's my objective. So if you're joining in now, click on the Zoom call and join me on the Zoom call, so that we can get through the daily Q&A sessions and we can go through the process, get through the units, and I can progress you one step at a time closer to having your own goal. If you're watching it for the first time, that's fine. Please join the Zoom call. You will get to know me better. You will find out if this is the right place for you. And if it's not the right place for you, you'll be doing yourself a great service by leaving the group, because if it's not for you, it's not for you. And if it is the right fit, the next step is to attend the live calls so that you understand what a Zoom call, what the course is all about. That's what, hang on. Okay, I'm getting a call. So we'll forgot to put it on silent. Okay, that's okay. So where are we? So it's 2 o'clock already. So we'll wait here for 2 more minutes. So for 5 more minutes, and then we'll switch over to things. So I'm also waiting for a few more people to join. Manish, I think there are only two of us right here. So if nobody comes, oh, Louis is here. Fantastic. And we have three of us now. And I'm hoping there'll be a few more people joining. That'll be good fun. And we can start. Okay, great. Okay, then what do we have? Hey, Louis, welcome.
Hi.
Okay. So what else? So we're waiting for till 2:05. So I'm hoping that people would, because it's easy for you to get noticed. The reason I do a Facebook Live before I go on Zoom is that you get notified on Facebook that it's going live. And more importantly, what I'll do is I will send out an email. So I'll send you a link for which you can register. So I can send you email notifications 2 hours or 1 hour before the Zoom call so that you get notified. So right now, the only way of communicating with you is posts on Facebook in this Facebook group. I don't have your email address. So what I'll just send out a form so you can fill in your email address so I know you're part of the 10-day Launchpad and I can send you information on a daily basis so that you can get notified when the next 10-day, because 10-day Launchpad access you have for life. You can access all the units, you'll be getting upgraded, and you'll always be on top of it. But if you want to join the live Q&A session, you need to be part of, so I can send you emails, so I can get notified for you. So that's when you want that. So I'll add a link which you can register and share your contact details, so I can then send you notification the day before the live Q&A session starts. So it'll give you time to organize for the next day. And also I'll send you another reminder, maybe half an hour or maybe an hour before it starts. So it's easy. And more importantly, I will also add a Google Calendar thing. So it'll give you notified for you for all the events which happens in a day. I can do my best. I can think of all the ways I can help you, all the ways I can figure out how you can work out. So that's okay. So wait, hi Ahmed. Okay, I forgot to pause recording. So all of this is it'll be in the recording. So I'll see if I can edit this out or before we start the session. Okay. Okay, so 3 more minutes and then we'll go. It's just the way it'll help. Wait, hang on. What else is there? So today what I want to talk about is that I know you have not you have joined your Facebook group. I agree. You might have joined other Facebook groups as well. So if you're watching the Facebook Live, that means you have watched some units. So if you haven't, then I urge you to go and watch the units. And if you only have time now, then I would recommend you to join the Zoom call, which the link is in the comment section of not comments, in the Facebook Live session. You can easily access that. Then, because see, the concept here is that you need to know who you're talking to. So you have to first get your idea out there into a solution, so which creates an outcome, which helps your prospect generate an outcome. Once the outcome is there, you have a solution. Now remember, the magic formula is 1-10-20. What it means is, if you spend 1 hour creating a solution, you need to spend 10 hours marketing the solution, and you need to spend 20 hours selling the solution. Okay, so most of you have it reverse. You spend 20 hours creating a product or a solution, and you spend 10 hours marketing it, or even less sometimes, and you sell only for 1 hour. There's no follow-up, there's no advertisement or paid advertisement or organic. None of that is there. So you only sell it for an hour, and if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you'll be like, nah, it's okay. So it doesn't work that way. So you have to sell 20 times. 20 times, that's true. Because if you don't, somebody else will take your client. Because imagine, you would have done the hard work. You would have shared a client. You would have done all the marketing for the client. When the client goes from A, B, C, the client goes from, I have a problem, I don't know what's the solution. So you go in and you make the client aware that they have a problem. That's step 1. You're put in the hard work by marketing. Then step 2, the client goes, the lead goes to prospect. In their mind, would go to a stage where you're telling them, I have a solution. You're telling them, I have a solution. So you actually promote to ensure that you have a solution. You've already done that hard work. So you're taking a client from lack of awareness to awareness of a problem, then lack of awareness of a product to awareness of a product. And if you stop right there, somebody else will come and may tell them, hey, you're looking for this product? I have this product. Come and buy my product. They will take away all your hard work. Okay? So you need to go all the 3 levels. You need to really sell so massively that you actually finish the cycle, so that your client will actually say, you know what, I liked what you sold. You made me aware of the problem. You made me aware of the product which can help me. And you convinced me that your product will help me. So there are 3 steps. You have to go all the 3 steps. If you forget the last step, then what happens is somebody else will come and take away all your hard work. You're leaving money out. Okay, it's 2:06. Let's go to the Zoom call. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the Zoom call. The Zoom call is here. If you have missed it, and if you have missed the Zoom call will be live, and you can always link this and join in the next 1 hour. We'll be here. We'll be on Zoom call. And if you're watching this later on, after 3 p.m. British summer time, and you want the recordings of the Zoom call, it will be in the events, and the playlist will be there. It's already mentioned. Everything's inside the Facebook group. I want you to enjoy, and I want you to really have all the information you need inside the Facebook group. Okay, so it's already there. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on the Zoom call. Bye. Wait, let's go.
Hi, Chinmai.
Hello. Hello, one second. I'm putting on my earphone so I can hear you. 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hi.
Am I audible?
How are you?
Fine.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Awesome. Okay. Hi, Diwali Ben. Thanks for coming. Manish, great. So we have few people missing out. Maybe Tulane. I'll just message Tulane. He has my number, so he messages me. Wait, hang on.
Am I audible? Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. Can you hear me? Yes. Yeah. 1 second. I messaged him on WhatsApp, so let's see, he'll come. Okay.
No, live now.
Okay, great. So tell me, how have you been?
Chinmai.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, how have you been?
I got 87 registration for a session.
Oh my God, that is incredible. What the hell? You got 87? That is crazy.
It's for the webinar. It's for
Finally, hello. Finally, I had closed the registration so that I'm able to handle.
Wow, great job. Okay. So congratulations, Mani. That is amazing. Well done. Wow.
Thank you.
So what are you selling on the webinar?
Branding, basic brand building basics.
Okay, for what? Is it a course, online course?
It's a small introduction course about branding, how to design our own brand.
Okay, good. So it's an online course.
Yes, for MSME, small businesses.
Okay, good. So what's the price point?
It's 15,000 rupees.
Okay, good. And 15,000 rupees only for information.
Yes. Introduction.
Introduction. Okay. Actually, you know what? I will teach something now which will help all of you, and it will help you get better conversions on the webinar, because I was going to teach something else, but I want to help you get sales on the webinar. So let's focus.
Thank you. Please. Sure.
Let's do that. Would you be okay to do that?
Yes.
If I change,
Great.
I change the strategy here. Okay, let's take my magic board. Hope it works. My pen. I'll share my, let's see if I can connect. Okay, why is it not working? Okay, so somehow it's not working. So wait, hang on. My magic board, I installed the drivers. It didn't work. So what I'll do is, let me share. What I'll do is simply, let me just improvise and make it better. I will open one of the slides, and I will add slides text so you can see the text there. It'll be much fun there. Okay, let me see if I can add text for the whiteboard. Can I add text on the whiteboard?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I can add text. Yes. Okay, I can. Let's use this. Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes.
Yeah. Text. Okay, great. So you see, you want to take your client. Let me keep away the board. Okay, I'm gonna mute all of you. So okay, all of you are muted. Okay, great. So see, the webinar, the concept of the webinar is that before the webinar, I need you to understand what you're selling. You're selling a product. Okay, when you sell a product, you're not really selling. It becomes unique. Sorry, it's not unique. But when you sell a program, it becomes a unique. Okay, so you have to sell a product, you have to sell a program. So inside a program, hey Elizabeth, thanks for joining. The reason we have changed now is that Manish has got 87 registrants for his webinar, which is crazy. So what we have decided is to suddenly change and see how I can help him get better conversions on the webinar. And also, this is in line with what I was teaching in the day 8 and 9 about building a product and how to sell the product. So it's kind of in line with this. So what I'll do is I'll teaching both day 8 and 9 in the same session. Okay, Elizabeth? Can you hear? Do you hear what we said? If you're joining in now, I'm just changing that. Okay, great. So who else? Okay, Hari is also here. Okay, hi Hari.
Hi.
Okay, good. So most of the products are, when you sell an information product, when you just sell a course, if you sell an online course, it's just a product. Okay, it's replaceable. It's easily comparable. Okay, it can be compared. It can be negotiated and be negotiated. So a product, an online product in this case, it can be all of it, whether it's an introductory or anything. Remember, when you're giving an online course, it's an online course it's a combination of information plus instruction. And actually, online course should mainly be instruction. If you're doing anything else other than instruction, like how I'm doing step by step, giving you do this, do that, do this, go to, like, I don't know how introductory means, Manish, but you have to be very detailed instruction based. Okay, that's how you build an online course. It has to be dominantly instruction. Now, when you sell a product, it's an instruction based. That's why when you go to Udemy, it's filled with products. $20, $10, $5. They are easily put on offers. It's so cheap there, right? I buy some products there and they have some amazing quality in that, but it's for $5, it's for $10. it's a shame, but they're selling it for so cheap, and they can sell it for $1,000. They can sell it for $300, and they can sell it for $500. But they're giving away. They're only focusing on instruction. Okay. So when you do this, you can easily be compared, negotiated, and it's just introduction. So it's easily be compared, and it's oops, let's move this. Okay, so all of this happens when you have just a online product. Now what I want you to do is build a program. A program is, it has online course. Along with that, you will have, let's say, monthly or weekly Zoom calls. Okay. Then you have worksheets for taking action, and you maybe have templates for templates for clarity. Then you give them, what else can you give them? What else can you do? What else will help you? So you give them templates. If you might have an inspiration, you might have a library of inspiration for your branding. You can give them library of inspiration. So where you have all of the logos you have collected over years, or brochures you have collected, they can have that. Then you can give them swipe files of headlines and subheadlines. You can give them that. Then what else can you give? If you have any ideas, come up with ideas.
I had thought of one-to-one Zoom call regarding framing their business, a brand,
Okay.
framing their brand.
Okay, one-to-one Zoom call. Okay, then
Worksheet for action I had created for that. Templates, templates also created. Library for inspiration I will make it today and distribute during the session.
No. It's all not. You're not distributing any of this. None of this is given to them on the webinar. It's only for the 15,000 people.
Oh, okay.
None of this is for free. Like what I meant is, when you're selling them a program.
Okay.
See, you want to make it, sell your advice online and profit from your knowledge. So it's time to make a profit. So your monthly Zoom calls, all of this. See, monthly Zoom calls is a group. If you have 1 person or 5 person or 50 people, it's the same effort. Worksheets, once you have done this, you don't have to redo it again 50 times. When 50 people pay you 15,000 rupees, you don't have to do it again and again. It's once done, it's done. Templates the same thing. Library is the same thing. Swipe files the same thing. Zoom call, maybe it's repeated 50 times. So that's where you need to check for ethics. Whether you can fulfill that. So then if you can't fulfill it, then you're actually adding a block from having a more number of you're adding a limit of scalability. Got it? So you need to check if that's for there. So Zoom call is there, good, it's ethics. Then you can add, what else can you add? You can add a bonus video training, bonus training on using tools. I gave you how to use Canva, how to use, I made videos on that. So do it separately and give it as a bonus. So you can add so many things. You can give them bonus after bonus after bonus. And here's the thing, all of this you can easily charge now. You can charge 15,000 rupees, because that will get them to, if you just sell them an online course with, okay, you had worksheets and templates, that's good. You need to sell them like this. The reason you need to sell them like this is very simple. Okay. Oops. What the hell? Okay, so now what you do is, everybody buys. You're taking them to go. Where is a drawing? Okay, you're taking them to go from. Oops, sorry. You're taking them to go from A to B, right? You're telling them this is A and this is B. That's the promised land, and you have 10 steps in the middle here. Okay. Now this is just one tiny part of the program. Okay. This is just one tiny part of the program. This is just one element of the program. This is not the program. Does that make sense? Yes, nod if yes, or speak so I can understand.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay.
Great.
So now what you need, this is the solution. This is what you're selling here is the solution. Okay. Now you need two more things. You need one. This is one. And you need two. You need two, and you need third. Okay, there are three things you need to have in an offer, in any program. When you're building a program, see, products you create. Everybody has products, but when you're building a program, you need to have these three elements. Program, you can make it unique. It becomes an offer. Okay. So what do you think you need in a program? So first thing is you need to help them address inner fears. Okay, whatever you're doing, you offer has to help them address their inner fears. So in your case, branding, inner fears can be how to help overcome low self-esteem. Most of them will have that issue when the moment they have to brand themselves, they'll be like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, it's not, I don't know how to do that. So they might have issues. They might be scared for asking for fear of selling. They might have fear of selling. Okay. How can you address that here? How can you address the fear of selling as a bonus? Imagine you giving them, I'll help you, fear of selling training. This can be like, what do you say, 5 short videos. Like how I did. Like I did overcome procrastination. I made a short 7 videos. You can do a 5-step video for just fear of selling, because you're just focused on those people, you're thinking of what all you can do to help them. So fear of selling, overcome low self-esteem. What else do you think? This question is for all of you. What else do you think can be an inner fear for a person who is rebranding their business?
Like
not thinking big enough.
Okay, not thinking big enough. So what's the fear?
the fear to interact with people on live sessions.
Okay, so fear of interrupting people.
Interacting,
Fear of communication.
Yeah. And
who did this? Oh, you also can contribute to it. That's brilliant. Awesome. Okay,
yes,
great.
It's an option. View option we can annotate.
Okay, great. So fear of selling, fear of communication. What else?
like fear if we don't have answers to their questions.
Of your clients' questions. Okay. So
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we already have bonus here. So is of overcome fear of communication. How do you communicate even if you have poor English? That's how you think. Our communication overcome even with poor English. Okay. Okay, so that's good. So what else? Oh, hi, Anit. Welcome. So what else do you think can be a inner fear for someone who is rebranding their business?
I think fear of thinking, is it the right gradient?
Oh, that's good. The fear of change. They're scared that if they rebrand, how will it impact their current sales? How will it so fear of change? So they are scared of the gradient. So that means they're like, oh, if I rebrand, if I change my logo, if I change my business model, how will it impact? So fear of change. Everybody has that fear of change, right?
Fear of result also, fear of acceptance that we are able to compete with bigger brands.
Fear of success. Wow, that's true. Fear of success and failure. Failure is very little, but it's actually fear of success. Okay, then what else is a fear for someone who's rebranding themselves? Okay, I think this is good enough. Let's go for the next part.
Yes.
I want to add one more thing, Chinmay.
Yes, what is it?
Fear of continuation or controlling, because in few Q&A sessions we discussed we should be able to start, stop, and control.
Correct, yes.
If they have fear of continuation, like they don't know how long it can be continued.
Continued the new brand?
Yeah.
Okay, the fear of
Continuation.
Continuation. Okay, good one. Okay. Okay, good. So we have all of this. So you can now see there are so many bonuses you can add, Manish. Even this is not just for Manish's branding course. This is for all of your courses. Everyone will have a fear of success. All of your clients will have a fear of change. They will have fear of selling or fear of if it's not a business-based course. Fear of selling is you can change it to fear of convincing, fear of persuasion, that's what is it. And fear of communication is everybody's scared to communicate. So fear of making a decision. Okay, those are common fears. Fear of decision making. These are all very real fears. Everyone in every course has this, right? So it's not just Manish's course. Okay, so let's go for the third one. The third one it's called external factors. Okay, these come, what external factors can interrupt them? What external factors can interrupt them in getting results, in stop them from A to B? So external factors can be, I don't know how to use a tool. I can't access this worksheet. I don't have a printer at home, so I don't know how to access this worksheet. Okay, so then you immediately say, also in Google Sheets format. Also in Google Sheet format. So templates. Then you can say you can access it on G Drive anytime. Okay, so you are now immediately removing the external factor. Oh, I don't know how to use Canva. That's okay. I will make a training for you. Oh, I don't know how to. I don't have money to invest in particular tool. It's okay. I have a list of tools which are free. Okay, so you can give a list of tools, tools with budget. Okay. Okay. Now I'm regretting making this line too long. Oh, okay, good. I can change it. Okay, good. Okay, so what else? List of tools with budget. Then what else can be external? What do you think external factors can stop them?
Chinmay, how about the payment options?
The payment options. Yes, payment options to pay. Yeah,
Thank you, Louis. Yes, it was.
very good. So those are not in the course, but these payment option is part of the selling. I will add it here. That's a very important part, but it's not part of the program. It is part of taking action. It comes in the closing the sale. Payment options, then pay in full discount. Then you want them to take action now. You're giving them. So what you can do is payment. If someone pays in full, you can say you get this for free. So this can be a pay in full discount, pay in full bonus only. You get it? Not all of them is for everyone. Pay in full bonus. So someone, because people have money, trust me, if someone needs to bring in 15,000 rupees to save someone's life, that person will figure out a way to get money. They have money. They just don't have money for you. That's the truth. Okay, get this done. It's for everyone. Your clients have money, they just don't want to give it to you. That's all. So you have to figure out how to get it from them. After having sold over $1.27 million of one-to-one sales, I know when they are lying to my face because I have failed to do my job. Because I haven't just given them I haven't given them a reason. They want a reason to give you money. So give them a reason, give them a bonus, give them scarcity. Like all of that it's a separate topic, but I want to just focus now on program. Okay, Louis, that's a great point, but I'm going to move this away because it's not part of the program, Louis.
Yes, it's a part of action.
Part of the closing.
Part of the closing, correct, yes. So what else can you give? What else can you, see, address external factors are, I don't know how to build a website. I don't know, like external tools, like I don't know how to get traffic. Then you say, I will give you external traffic. In your case can be traffic or website or you need some equipment. Okay, so here you can tell them, oops. Here you can tell them, I'll give you pay in full bonus. I'll give you free, what do you call, organic traffic, course. Okay, for that you give them for free. So you think of what all you can give, which makes them see you're only. Do you now know that what all you have to do to sell your 10 steps? Your 10 steps is just one teeny tiny part of the whole program. You with me? All of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have a program, what I'm teaching you now is very advanced. I was not planning on teaching this in 10-day Launchpad because it's too steep. But I think you're ready. And I also want to help Manish because he takes action. I like to reward who takes action. So he's done his homework. He's taken action on all the units I've taught, and he's closer to getting a sale. He's going to get lots of sales now, not just one. Okay. So external factor, list of tools with budget, traffic, website. So what else you can do? Organic traffic course. Okay, great. What else do you think? So this is good. Like if you want to think of any more ideas, you can add. Like you can say, I'll give you audio version of the course. so that if you're traveling all the time, if you're driving, if you're spending too much time on a commute, I'll give you an audio version so that you can actually listen to the course as you're driving. I have converted that into an MP3 file. It's easy for them to convert it, but you give it to them. You're making it big. But the moment you say this, you are entering a conversation they're already having. That's the key here. Remember, you're entering a conversation they're already having. And if you help them in that, they'll be like, oh my God, this guy really knows me. Oh, this lady really knows me. That's the objective here. Okay? To enter a
It's not,
conversation.
hello.
Yeah.
It's not just about my training program, then also for my advertising also. I can convert there also. Maybe if someone is not able to design himself, I can convert in my advertising part also.
I didn't understand. What do you mean?
I'm doing training session tomorrow. If they are not able to execute that branding basics, I will convert them to convert them as a customer of DDF advertising.
Oh, great. Fantastic. Yes. Do that in the follow-up, not on the webinar.
Okay.
Not on the webinar. On the webinar, you only have one call to action, just one.
That's training session.
Training session. That's it. Wait.
Okay. I was about to ask that. Thank you.
Good. So this is, I created this yes formula. Okay. So it's here. You create, you close. Yeah. This is the yes formula. I don't know if you can see this.
In which book?
In Authority Launchpad. Oh, it's reverse. How the hell is it reverse? Oh, it's Zoom call. Okay, wait. Let me see. Page. You have the page? Okay, great. You have the book, right? Good for you.
Yes, I have.
It's page 160, but I don't know where it is on the
Kindle version.
On the Kindle version. Get the physical version. It's free. All you have to do is go to my website and buy it. The book is free. You just pay for shipping.
Definitely. I was.
So what is the? Yeah, I think I have a digital version of the formula. Let me see if I can find it, because the formula, this you can apply it for all the places. Where is products and offer? That's not it anymore. Live projects. No. I don't know where did I keep it? Oh yeah, it should be here. Yeah, it's right here in front of my face. Ah. How do I send graphics? How do I add graphics here? Can I send in chat? Can I send a file to everyone here in Zoom? If I can't, you know what I'll do? I'll just share the screen. You know what? Yeah, let's share the proper screen. Where is the other screen? Share. Find it. Okay, can you see this? This is the yes formula. So if you want yeses in any sales conversation, if you want yes, it's directly proportional to the number of agreements between you and the prospect. Number of agreements. If the prospect says the sky is red, you say yes. You always say yes. You always agree with the prospect. It's not lying. You're agreeing. You're meeting the person into a place where you're agreeing to their reality. Because if you refuse their reality, if you say no, it's slightly maroon, you have broken their reality. you have not agreed their reality. Do you understand? So you have, it's, the objective is just to meet them where they are. Okay. And the more number of times, the number of engagements, the more number of times you agree with their reality, you agree with them, where whatever they're, if they say it's so difficult to do a website, and if you say, hey, it's so easy, I can do it in 5 minutes, you've broken the reality, you've broken their agreement. So you have to feel their pain, you have to feel their enjoyment, feel their success. So that comes by the number of agreements you have and the number of times you engage with them. And the engagement can be on phone, can be a Zoom call, can be Facebook post, comments, Facebook Messenger, can be WhatsApp, can be wherever. It's just you agreeing with them. Do you understand so far?
Yeah.
It's not lying, it's not deceiving, it's just agreeing with them. See, bad salesmen give this word a bad meaning, bad reputation. They say, oh, he's so sleazy, he just lies to everything. No, it's not lying. You're just agreeing to their reality. Because if I tell you, what do you say, 1 kilometer running is easy, you might say no, because this is my reality and your reality is different. Doesn't mean you're wrong and I'm wrong. Both are right. So the moment you disagree, in their mind, they have been made wrong. In their mind, they have made wrong. If you make them wrong in their mind, their confidence level goes down. Once their confidence levels goes down, they will not make a decision. You want them to make a decision. You want them to make a yes or a no, regardless of that. You want them to make a decision. If you make them leave confused, your brand in their mind will go even down. Okay. So you have to meet them where they are and agree with them, and meet them more to agree more. So that's why follow-ups are there, to agree with them. If they say your webinar was shit, Manish, it was really a waste of time. Oh my God, really? I agree with you. I know it was a waste of time. Can you please tell me how it was? I did my best, but if you feel it's a waste of time, tell me how it was. Like, find out about their viewpoints. If they use the word, Manish, it was shit, you have to use it's not that it's going to be great, but I'll give you an example. If they use the word, whatever word they use, you use the same word. That's the thing. These are all very advanced communication lessons I'm teaching you. Okay, these are very advanced. This is used to build relationship. This is used to mend relationships. These are used to strengthen marriages and friendship. All of these are very high spiritual laws. Okay, number of agreements and number of engagements. Okay, and number of call to actions. See, if the call to actions are multiple, then this number becomes less. Yes. So number of agreements times number of engagements divided by number of call to actions. So your entire webinar should be about one call to action. It's either email me or go to the link and buy. That's all. Don't tell them, email me. If you want to think about it, you can call me back tomorrow. Or also, if you're ready, you can go to the link and buy. You know what? If you have a question, ask me. No. It's like, no, it's chaos. If you're ready, go for the link. If you're ready, go for the link. Go for the link, go for the link, go for the link. And then after the webinar, after you have sold, you have to give them a breathing space of 15 minutes to think. That's why you have a list of Q&A sessions. You will have a list of question and answers already. So you will be answering those question and answers. And because it will help them go from tip to toe. If they are on the fence, they will jump over to the fence. So you do that, okay? So that's why this Q&A session. So only have one call to action. Okay, then let's go back to whiteboard and see. I hope it's still there. Okay, yeah, it's there. Okay, so that's how you build a thing. So now you have all of these. You have monthly Zoom call. You have worksheets, you have templates. Each of these elements is addressing your online course. Do you see your online course is just one part of the thing here. And that's how you make, this is how you make $15,000. This is how you make, this is how you sell $997 program. Okay, that is how you sell. when you see, if you have you raise your hand if you have seen a speaker on stage selling a product. Yeah, yes, sir. So what do you think the speaker does? He has all these stacks at the end of the slide. When he's making an offer, he has a stack like this, right?
Correct.
Do you notice it's not just for Manish, it's everyone to engage. Have you seen a stack where they have one after the other? They show you the entire stack on the last stage. Yes,
What is
Yes.
stack?
that's what you need. That is how you sell it. So that, because this is more than the perceived value. If you add all of this, it will be close to $10,000, and they are getting it for a bargain of $1,000. Bam, they got it. So now that's how you design your webinar. That's how you. And now that, so then what do you teach in the webinar, Manish? You simply teach. You only teach one secret. You have to only teach 3 things in a webinar. The webinar, your concept of the webinar is not to teach them. You cannot teach anything on the webinar. You only have to make them aware of the 3 elements. One is the program, like the program. So you tell a story to make it aware. Then you use the hero story, or you build a story. And the next part is your inner fear. You tell a story to share how this bonus is powerful. So you're basically, if your webinar, how can I go down? But I think this is all, maybe this is, I can't. Hang on. Let me save this. Maybe you will want this. So it's saved. So I will clear all drawings. Okay, great. Okay, so in this webinar, hang on. I think we are out of, what can you see right now? Hang on. Whiteboard, yeah. Where is the whiteboard? Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay. So if your webinar is like this, you intro here, which is maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Then you start selling from here. So this is the halfway mark. Okay, so you actually start selling from halfway point. You get it? Okay, so you start here. So then intro is done. Then you have story 1 and story 2. Story 1. What is the purpose of story 1?
To develop relationship with your viewers.
Sorry?
To develop relationship with your viewers.
Okay, good. So only Lou is on the webinar.
What do you mean by story?
Yeah, your story, like what you have to tell 3 stories to sell. Okay, the story is the first story is about you have the actual solution, your product, the online course. The second story is about the inner fears, and the third story is about the external factors. Okay, so in the story 1, you're telling all these three stories lead up to the point of building a relationship in their mind that you want. You're building a case in their mind. Okay, so in the story one is about telling them, you're just asking them to build you're creating a possibility that your outcome, your solution, 10-step solution will bring change to their life, is the one to go from A to B. Okay, if that's the case, what will you tell in the story?
You have to tell them the problem first, and then tell them how the course will help them to solve the problem. That's it.
Good. Okay, good. What else?
What they'll overcome.
Sorry?
What they will overcome.
What they will overcome. Fantastic. Okay, great. Next.
And how we can relate to this, if you are telling a story, how we can relate personally to this, how we have overcome personally the problem.
Very good. Yes, how you can overcome personally. Yes.
Basically, our experience, our story.
Our story, yeah.
Your story. Very good. Yes, that's the good thing. Good. And what else?
Well, I mean, the story has to be filled with struggle. How you went from a point where they are right now, right, to where they want to be. The most important part is where they are right now, because many people don't buy because they don't have faith that it can work for them. If you tell a story which is too strongly weighted on your part of how you overcame the struggles, they can sort of think, well, you're superhuman. You have more perseverance than me. That's why you overcame. But you have to make it clear that you were just like them at one stage. And with instruction and
very good,
you overcame.
Hey Tulane, welcome. I didn't see you coming there. Welcome. Thanks you joined. Good. That is good. Okay. Then.
And if we have testimonials also, I don't know if
good.
We can have. Yeah.
Testimonials should be in the intro.
Okay.
Immediately build credibility in the first 5 minutes of your webinar. You build credibility. Show them what a kick-ass person you are. In the first 5 minutes, that's it. Or in the first 30 seconds, if you can. Show them screenshots of your sales. Show them testimonials. Show them a case study of your clients. Show them any of that, which tell them, this is what I will. You show them a case study of your clients and tell them, this is what my client achieved, and I'll be sharing you 3 secrets of how you can achieve the same. Bam, they will stay with you till the end of the webinar.
Okay. And what if we are just starting?
Just starting, you're just starting. You can just say the promise or your promise. Take the promise here.
Or you make what you're doing a testimonial. Make your own personal journey into a testimonial.
Yeah, and you will always get a testimonial. Trust me. See, follow what I am doing in this group. How many of you have given me testimonials so far?
Yeah, most of us.
Most of you. Thank you for that. And it has helped you grow. That's why your validation, that's why I keep enforcing you. It's not just for testimony. It's about when you wrote all those beautiful words, you validated yourself that you have grown to that level. Correct? Did you feel good when you wrote all of that? You are validating the smallest and the biggest improvements you have made on this course. The moment you validated yourself, it became permanent. It became truth of your life. And you need to ask for that. That line which you said, what if you are starting off? That is if you use incorrect strategies. No one is ever starting off. No one is never starting off. Okay. No one is starting off at any point. They always have some progress. They always have some success. They just don't have the mindset to see. So when you use the strategies I'm teaching you in 10-day Launchpad, you will have testimonials. You will have case studies. Okay?
At least we have worked for that part. I had worked for branding and marketing since 28 years.
Yeah,
Well,
that's good, Manish, but nobody cares about you.
No, I am about to show testimonials tomorrow. Actually,
Oh,
I have
okay.
LinkedIn recommendations.
Okay, great. Yeah, good. But that's all about still all about you. You can show it if you don't have a case study. If you can show test branding recommendations. You in the first 30 seconds you have to show maybe logos of brands you've worked with and maybe show the results of revenue they've generated. Any testimonial which talks about numbers, talks about growth. Okay. In the first 30 seconds, show logos, show videos, no, not videos, but it has to be in the first 30 seconds to 1 minute.
Is it ethical to to give to our friends to review the course and then take their testimonials?
If they have taken action, if they have implemented your course, yes.
Okay.
Because you have to make them take action. Else, see now this validation of yours, it's a two-way process. Imagine you ask your friends who have not taken your course. Okay, you've got 10 testimonials. Great, make you feel good. But now the moment any one of your clients who are paid for you doesn't get results, you will immediately question yourself, because you will not have the confidence to back your own course. So even if you get one person to take action on your course, to get results on your course, it's worth it. So that's where you put all your focus in. The selling is not about just money. Money is just an outcome of selling. What is the definition of selling? Selling is taking my idea and putting it in yours and making you take ownership of that idea. That's what I'm doing here. I am sharing my knowledge to you, and once I've shared, it's my responsibility to make sure you take responsibility and ownership of that knowledge. That's all I'm doing. And that is what selling is. Okay, so that is what you do. So now in that webinar, you promise them in this testimonials, then you tell story. The stories are always like this. You tell a story. Tell a story how you started low, you got, oops, what the hell? So you start off like this and you go down. You're like, you were where they were, I was where you are, I got all this success, but you know what? I was not always like this. You make it human. You make them believe that, hey, I was not always like that. I was lower than you. You see, they are here. You went lower than them. They have to feel pity on you. Okay, so the thing is, you're not lying. You're just reporting. You're not lying any of your life events. All of your life events has to be true. Okay, the fact is, because you don't have to tell it in the same order. Okay,
so arranging the order, you mean?
Just arranging the order to get an outcome. Let's say you broke your leg in 2005. You were building your business in 2004, and you got success in 2000. You're talking about a solution which you sold in 2004. Okay, but you broke your leg in 2005. All you have to say is, this thing works. It's so easy that even with a broken leg, I was able to implement this and get my success. So it's not about lying. It's arranging the sequence for a particular objective. The course works, you get results. You're not lying to them. Time is in the physical universe. Time is not in the spiritual universe. Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Everyone's silent now.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Do you still like me?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, we are here.
So that's how people sell.
We were thinking, Chinmay.
Yeah. You were thinking, okay, great. So you again tell another story, bring them down. You again tell another story, bring them down. And then you're planting seeds. Everything, every word you use in the story. Let's say you have templates, okay? You use the word template. So what was the word? You can't see it, but you will be able to refer back to this time when so in the whiteboard thing, what we had was we used library of inspiration. Okay, so I was looking for inspiration. There was no one place to go and find everything I wanted. I wanted inspiration to go and just create design, because you know what, I used to spend 4 hours to design something, and then the next time I would spend the same 4 hours to get the creation. So I started to wonder, like, how can I charge so small amount, or how can I charge a client 5,000 or 10,000 rupees and get such high creativity? Because it was impacting my relationship, it was impacting my health. I stopped doing my exercise. Then I realized, you know what, if I started to wonder, because if I'm getting this outcome, why can't I create a library where everything is the same place, so I don't start at zero every time? So I started to put all these things in one place, and eventually in 3 months or 6 months, I had a library of inspiration, which reduced my branding from 4 hours to just 30 minutes. Bam, you have planted the seed and you forget about it. That's it, move on. It's there. It's in their mind. Don't worry. Don't question it. Once you tell a story rightly, they would know. They will, because when you come here, the part where you are putting the stack, where you're introducing the stack, the bonuses, all of that, when you're adding here, when you're introducing it here, okay, so here you talk about, here it's the course, then here it's the transition. This is the transition to start telling. Here you have to do one thing which is very powerful. You know what, I'm giving you so much, I might as well give you this. Is that I have created a program which will allow you to achieve all of the results effortlessly. Are you okay if I spend the next 10 minutes talking about it? Type yes if you say yes, or however you're selling it. This question is a must.
I've created a program.
Okay, you have to use this question. I have created a program which will allow you to blah, 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 whatever outcome, okay? And which are effortlessly. Are you okay if I spend the next 10 minutes talking about it? Because you've added value until now, okay? You have told stories, you have taught them, and then here you present. Then they say yes. People who say no will leave the call. It's okay. Out of 87, if 20 leave, you have the 67 who are interested in your course. Okay? So, and then you start talking. So whatever seeds you planted here you say, you know what, I was talking about the point where I struggled to go from, I was struggling to create a design in 30 minutes and I was taking 4 hours for every design. I created the library of inspiration. You know what, I will give that to you for free. Bam, they're like, oh, I'm getting that. Oh my God, thank you very much. It's just an art. It's just an elegant art of selling. That's all.
Chinmay, I was just wondering,
Yes,
This
sir.
is a good way if we start mentioning too many things in story 3 regarding the external factors.
In external, here's the thing. In each of these three, that's a very good question, Hari, because that's a very good. It helps actually. You know what? I missed telling this part. So you have three parts, right? You have the lessons, you have the solution, you have the inner fear, and you have the external factors. Okay. You have to pick one from each.
Okay.
And tell a story about that one only, which you think is the most powerful one, which you think is the most important part of your bonus. If your bonus is, say, you have for external factors, you have traffic, you have training tools, you have library of inspiration. Okay, but if you think library of inspiration is the biggest thing, then you tell a story of library of inspiration.
Yeah, that point struck, because I was also saying, like, if we ask this question just after the external factors, and if some people could not connect to the story that we are talking about the external factors, then
What do you mean?
Story 3 we'll be talking about the external factors.
Yeah, you will finish the story
and how we overcome.
Yes.
If few of the audience couldn't relate to that external factor, just in case.
Okay.
And if you ask the question, I created a program which will.
Okay.
So
good. Here,
if you ask the question just after that, discussion of external factor,
here you need to summarize.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. Here you need to summarize.
Okay.
Because here you're making a promise.
Yeah. True.
You need to summarize and say, okay, this is how you can do it. Are you happy? Do you still like me? Do you all these questions? Then you then move on to the next.
Yeah.
There are so many parts. Like, see, this is too steep. This is too. I can teach you everything in 2 hours or 3 more hours. You know, it's going to be even more challenging to take action. It's always when you're doing such a big step. It's always helpful when you have someone to guide you through this process.
Yeah.
Because I have been working on a webinar selling another product for the last 4 years. I have made 5 versions of the webinar. I have given it 20 times. 20 times online. I have sold it 10 times from
Seriously?
And I am improving it. I am still improving it.
But this makes real sense, Chinmay. As you said, like, summarize the whole thing and get the confidence, and then ask the question, just to set the right pace and the right pitch.
Good. I'm glad it makes sense. Now, this entire format, okay, can be done in 10 minutes or 30 minutes or 90 minutes. Are you with me? So here, if it's 10 minutes, you only tell one story. And you just tell one thing and you say, yeah, because the call to action is smaller. If it's 10 minutes, your call to action is join my Facebook group. Or 10 minutes is call to action can be pay $7 for this course. Are you with me so far?
So Chinmay, this happens after you've taken them through your course in the.
Okay, so you joined in. Okay, this one is not part of the 10-day Launchpad. This, I don't teach this in 10-day Launchpad. This I'm just teaching because Manish shared something amazing. He said he's got 87 registrations for his webinar. Okay. So that's why I thought, let me do one spontaneous out of the syllabus. Yeah. I broke my own rule here to figure out how I can.
Oh, Manish asked.
Manish. Okay. It's helpful for all of us, I guess.
I know it's helpful for all of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what at the end of the bonuses, do we have to come with another story, or
sorry,
how do we end this? how do we end the webinar?
How do we end the webinar? Good question. So then you
Yeah,
say,
okay, so
then you present the offer. Okay, then you present the offer. Okay, then you present the offer. Then what else you do? Then what else? Present the offer. Then you have
we have to continue with
link for them to go and get. Then keep the link online, keep the link page active, and have an FAQ. Okay, the FAQ should not be a different page. The page which you do FAQ should be the page which they can see the entire stack and bonuses and the products and all of that.
I can see the what you type on the right side. What? I can see what you type on the right side, the latest one.
You cannot see?
Yes.
Okay, you know what? This will come to you. Like this, I will be.
Oh, there you go.
This
yeah,
I will
it's
be.
good.
This I will be downloading it and I'll give it to you. I'll send it to you in the. I'll put it in the units. I don't know where to put it, but I'll put it somewhere.
A PDF maybe.
Yeah, all of it. But this is just crude drawings. Okay, so okay, good. So let's go. So that's done. So this is just a spontaneous, off the topic, completely a different thing. So we're done. Finish it. Okay.
And what if nobody has bought at the end of the webinar?
So nobody has bought.
Do we have to continue with the story, or
what do you mean story? At the end of the webinar, you have a thing. You stay for, let's say you finish pitching and everything at 70th minute. You stay for 5-10 minutes till you do all the FAQs. Then you should have a cutoff time at when you're stopping. If it's a 70-minute webinar, you know, okay, I'm gonna finish all my 3 stories by 30 minutes. So then 35, I'll summarize by 35 to next, say by 60, next 25 minutes, I'll pitch. And then 60th minute, I will be presenting the offer. The next 10 minutes, I'll be handling Q&A session. And maybe I'll wait for 5 more minutes. And if there's no, and that's it. Even if people want to buy, they'll buy.
Chinmai, what is the best way for us to have our webinar? Do we need to complete our FB group page before we can make a webinar, or
you don't have to? First, you need for having a webinar, you need a platform to attract people. So you need to first. You need clarity on who you want to sell, the 3-year process. You need clarity on your model. You need clarity on your 10-step outcome. If the foundation is broken, you will not know what to sell. You will know your offer will be weak. And with the offer being weak, you will always be procrastinating because you know the end result is not weak. So you will procrastinate to launch your webinar. Okay? So that's the case. So you will always procrastinate to launch your webinar. So you should have all the 3 elements, right? You don't have to create. See, I'm not talking about creating the videos. You can create the videos, deliver the presentation as after the payment. You never build the course and then sell. That is a waste of time, and it creates 0 value. Because you see, I have been taking your input and designing courses, and I have been adding courses and removing content from the courses, and I'm making a course which helps you, which I know will help you. Correct? You're getting results. So that's how you need to do for your clients. If you just build a course thinking I will build it and they will come, it doesn't work that way. That's unethical. Because you have no idea whether the course will work. And how can you sell something you have no proof of it working?
So the best thing to do is just collect as many people as you can collect, so that you can see what are the things that you can do for them, and
yes,
that you can automatically close the sale, because you already know what they want.
I know. See, in the group, I posted a poll. You said overcoming procrastination was the main thing. You said funnels and systems is the second thing. So I know that those are the two factors which is on top of everybody's head. So I create a bonus based on those two things. Bam, you will buy it. It's as simple as that. You have to see, you do everything what I'm doing in the group. Add lots of value, do something every day or every other day, engage with your group. Remember the yes formula, number of agreements times number of engagements. So if the number of engagements is low, agreements, the whole number is low. So you need to have number of engagements higher. The more number of times you engage, you need to agree more and have one call to action in all the things. It's simple as that. There is no magic formula. It's all very simple. It's challenging because it's simple.
From a teacher's point of view, we have to have like a lesson plan.
Yeah, the 10 steps.
Everything, yeah.
You already have the 10 steps.
So what you're saying is, while you're working with the group, you're creating that kind of stuff that you're going to talk about as you're going along. Then bam, you'll have the information, but you're working slightly differently. With a set course or qualification, they have their criteria. Here, the criteria is determined by the clients or the customers in your group who will determine.
Not everything.
But have an idea of it, yeah?
You already have a 10-step. You already defined your 10-step to go from A to B, right?
Yeah.
You've already done that. When you have done that, then you have an idea. I didn't change my approach to teaching you the 10-day Launchpad. The only thing I have changed is I realized, you know what, hey, I need to add something there. I added a gradient for you to figure out. So I added stuff, I removed stuff. So that you need to do, but not change your entire agenda based on the audience.
Oh, right. Okay. I understand that now. Yeah. So you're giving more value, which is what you've spoken about. You're sticking to your structure that you've said, but you're giving more value because you're following the need of what they want a little bit as well, but not over compensating or supplying.
Good. Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Awesome. Okay. So we'll close in 5 minutes. So if you have any questions, ask me questions on what is covered. So have you created your Facebook group?
Not yet.
I have created a Facebook, not for that.
Yes, sir.
So go to Unit 4 and create your Facebook group. Okay. Okay, you need to do that. Facebook first. Okay, wait, hang on. There's so many. Okay, all the chats are okay. Saraj, why do you feel it's you, Chinmai, has failed? Maybe they're just not ready. What was that regarding, Saraj?
Thank you. Oh, God, blimey, I've lost my line of thought. I think when you were delivering, or when you're, I can't remember which that bit was. It was earlier on when you started talking about
selling. Okay, I know what you mean. Okay.
Selling. Yeah. Sorry, my apologies.
So I read it now. So it's because if someone doesn't take action, it's my responsibility. Because it's either the incorrect gradient or they are the wrong people in the wrong place.
Okay.
And also, you know what? I have seen many people come to the same events or keep going to many events. Like we call them seminar junkies or event junkies, or we call them, and they keep going to all these free events. They need that because you and I have no idea what is their gradient in this lifetime. Their gradient can be so low that they are just here to learn. Okay? So they have to attend all these so that they learn at their own gradient. Some of you will just go fast, some of you will go thing. So we can't judge anyone. But you have defined your gradient. You're taking it from A to B and you want to help only those. So a little bit of maneuverability to change, Like, for example, when I was making you do the SOS framework for creating a solution, you were struggling, because then I realized, oh my God, I missed a step. So a lot of you are asking the same question. Okay, something is missing here. Okay, let me fix that. So I went back to my own course. Then I realized I need to address one key element. So I went back to a previous session and I addressed that. So that's how you fix it. So because if there's a problem, the cause is always before, not at the point. So that's one way. So if there is a problem here in lesson 5, if let's say you're doing lesson 5, if there's a problem there, go to 4 or 3 or 2. That's where the missing link is.
And what if we are comfortable with making the videos for the course and not with the live on Zoom?
Okay,
or
you can do. You don't have to do live.
So how can we keep in touch with the clients if they have queries?
If they have queries, then you have when you build a forum, when you build Facebook group, you are asking questions, you are posting things. So you are adding, you have to figure out as many ways as possible to increase engagement.
Yeah. So if we are not comfortable with the live,
then you can ask polls, you can ask questions, you can just do a video which is not live and post it in the group. You can do creative GIF, funny thing. You can think of many other ways of how to increase engagements. If you're not comfortable doing live, but you should do live, but figure out when. You may be able to do live only once a week. Then that's okay. You might want to go outside in a car, or you might go somewhere where you want to do it then. That's okay. You want to do it from office, you want to do it from home, you want to do it from a park, from a walk, wherever it is. You can choose where you can control that environment for next 1 hour and choose to do live. If you can't, it's okay. See, that's not the key thing here. It's increasing engagements.
Yeah. I guess I can practice with my friends first and get used to the live sessions with my friends, people I know, and then later.
That's a good gradient to have, but do it only beginning, because you need to practice it with people who will pay you money.
No, just for practice. Yeah.
Good. But you can add value many ways without going live. You can write a long post. You can create a 2-3 minute video, which you don't need to go live to do it. So you can do so many things.
Okay.
See what I'm doing in the group. Follow that. Okay, so I want you today, your homework for today is I want you to create your Facebook group and post it in the group. That's it, the link in the group. Create the banner for which there is worksheet, there are templates. It can't, I'm giving you all and still you're struggling. It's because that's how difficult it is to get clients, for your clients to get action. So you really need to be committed to get your results. If it's not something you love, you will not do it. At the same time, if you're just doing it, then it will not, because this 10-day, what I'm doing free live I will stop, because I want to take you guys to another level. Because I'm only doing this because I haven't started the paid ads yet. Once the paid ads comes in, the new fresh people come, they will get the live Facebook live. And in the Zoom class, what I will be doing to them is I will be playing them the day 1 video and making them do the homework on the call. So every day I will be making them play video 2, making them do the homework. So each day I will make them do the homework on the call. So they won't be spontaneous spiritual teaching. They won't be all of that on this. So that will be into my next advanced class, which I know will help you a lot. I really want you to join. I'm still figuring out the details of the program. It will be affordable to all of you. I want you to join for that program. Okay. Where it won't be every day. Every day is an overkill. For you, you don't need every day. So weekly, where we have an agenda, where we set for 2 hours, we talk about, we give you details on how to go your program. Like, you want to go away from Facebook group, you want to have your own platform online, but you're not a website you host, something online. But I don't want you to pay even a single penny until you have your first 10 clients paid. Okay, I don't want you to pay $300 for ClickFunnels. I don't want you to pay $300 for Kajabi or $200 for Kajabi without having one paid client, because they're not paying you for that. I want you to first have minimum 10 clients. 5, good, but minimum 10. Okay, let's say 5. If 5 people have paid you $97, great. You then have the funds to go and host it by those systems. You then have the funds to buy any equipment you need to make it professional course. But to sell the course, you don't need professional equipment. You just need a good video camera to shoot a video, to start to do Facebook Live every day, or you can just do recorded videos every day on your group. You can write long posts in 20 other groups I ask you to join. I hope you have joined. You start adding value in 20, 30 groups every day. See, dedicate 1 hour of your time as communication hour. For that 1 hour, I want you to spend 15 minutes writing a long post of how valuable your thing is, okay, your courses, how it can help them. Like, take one of the 10 steps and explain them the 10 steps in that long post. Okay, then take the long post, open all the groups you have joined, then post it there, without any self-marketing. Okay, post it there with a story or without a story, but you're teaching them, you're just giving them value. Okay, see, the proof is information doesn't mean anything, because I gave you overcoming procrastination 7 videos the night before, and only one of you watched all the videos. And only the next day, when I made you do the workout, you actually took action. You actually got results after that. So even if you share your entire secrets of your wealth, of your success, majority of them will not take action. They will only be impressed. You want them to be impressed, so then you bring them to you so you can inspire them to take action. Okay, maybe 10% will say, I'm good, I got it, thank you Saroj, this is very good, thank you. Maybe they will not. But then if you share, trust me, even if I put the entire course online for free, there'll be less than 5 people who will take action and get results. I have to make them accountable. I have to make them pay even a small amount. I have to keep them accountable to take action. You have to do the same. You know how much effort I have to put into market, how much all this effort is needed, because that's what you do as a spiritual being. Your only job is to courage. I am encouraging you, so I am giving my courage to you. That's your job. You take your courage to give it to others. That's all you have to do. Okay, great. So it's time to finish the call. I hope I've pressed record for this. Yes. So you'll have this call.
You did it, don't worry.
Okay, cool. And today was a good call. Again, I want you to write a win post of what you gained from this call. That is, I want you to do it every day. Practice it every day. And I want you to see how relentlessly I am asking you to do it, and the same way you need to do it to your clients.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, you need to write a post on the group or externally. If not from the group, go another level. Write it in your timeline and share the link of the group so people can join. Whatever it is, if you feel it's getting value to your life, share others. Okay, that's how you do it. But first, if you feel the group is a comfort space for you, is a safe space for you, that's where you're creative. Group is a safe space for you. And I have made sure it's that. I have not, if anyone puts a spam, they are out. I don't care if they have paid for the group. If they say this is a cryptocurrency scheme, if they have work from home, you can make $1,000 per month, they are out of the group instantly.
Saying that, I created a group around, you know, the 5G and all that kind of stuff, and it was all just about 5G.
Okay.
And what's really interesting is I added one friend. I think I've got about 55 people in the group now.
Wow, well done.
So, and I'm starting to get engagement, but every time I'm getting asked for people to join the group, I noticed I added one friend who's part of a network marketing company.
Okay.
And since he's joined, like, I've had loads of requests from the same friends of his who are in that networking marketing company. And I'm having to question whether I want to add them or not, because...
You know the intention.
Sorry?
You know, you have an idea of what their intention is.
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe not, you know.
Change the rules. Change the rules of the group. Make it very clear. If it's not a network you cannot promote your business. You cannot promote your network marketing thing. If you post a video, if you post a link, if you post anything, you will be immediately banned with no warning.
Chinmay, I missed the intention part. Like, what could be the intention? Because it's something new, so I don't understand this.
Okay. We're just talking that when you build a safe space for your team, your Facebook group, you need to protect it so that there will be people who would just abuse that space by promoting their business, their thing. So you need to be very careful of who you allow and also monitor it even more carefully.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
One other tip that I found very useful, I've done that for years, even if you're adding for your Facebook, when you go to the profile, you look at the person's profile even before you think of approving them, because you want to see what they're like in their profile. If they only have one picture, if they're only promoting one thing, I'm sorry, you're not in my... If no offense against religion, or if it's anything against sex, or they're just talking about one thing on one subject, that's it. Don't accept them. That's me and my friendship. But on the group, I do the same with my group as well.
Well done. I do the same thing. That's a very good advice, Saroj. I do the same thing. I have rejected so many people who have applied because I went to their profile. They are fixed with one viewpoint.
Yeah.
They just talk about one thing. So that I know they are a physical object. They're not spiritual. They don't have multiple viewpoints.
Yeah.
So if they don't have multiple viewpoints, they will never learn. So why waste my time and their time and bring them in?
And especially on your friends list as well. That's
Good.
so important.
Yes. So you protect. So you have a space at the inside the group called the 10-day Launchpad. Express yourself there by sharing your wins, because however small, however big, your win is a win. Express it there. And if you feel safer and if you want to take it to the next level, express it on your timeline and share the group for others so they can get the same wins. And you need to do that. Okay. So
thank you.
I hope you enjoyed this story. I know you enjoyed. I want to know how much you enjoyed. So, so share your wins immediately after this call. You can take a restroom break after the post. Do it now.
I did yesterday. I did
Good.
post.
I know you
did.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that works.
Fantastic. Do it immediately. Close the cycle. Don't leave it open.
Okay.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.